The man couldn't believe his eyes. His grandfather had turned into a pig demon. As fear crept over him, the butcher knife in the kitchen suddenly began to glow. A bright light wrapped around the creature, and when it faded, his grandfather was human again. Catching his breath, the old man revealed a secret he'd hidden for years. 9 years ago, someone had tried to take Jack's life. To protect him, his grandfather fought back with that very butcher knife. But in doing so, he incurred a terrible debt. Now, that debt was coming due. In his final moments, grandfather made Jack promise two things: to honor a marriage contract made 18 years ago, and to always keep the butcher knife by his side. Though confused, Jack was a dutiful grandson. He buried his grandfather deep within the forest, in a pit once used to trap wild boars. But as he prayed at the grave, a woman named Julie appeared, with her daughter, Jenny. She claimed their family was the one bound to Jack by that old marriage promise. They invited him to their home, and Jack, carrying the butcher knife, reluctantly agreed. On the way there, Jenny turned to him and asked softly, "Do you like me?" Jack stayed silent. When they arrived, he couldn't shake the unease. The house was massive, but eerie. The knife in his bag began to tremble. Sensing his tension, Jenny whispered, "Don't stare too long at anything here, and don't touch what you shouldn't." Then she led him inside. Her father, David, greeted Jack warmly. A little too warmly, but the moment Jack shook his hand, he felt a wave of cold. David's skin was stiff, lifeless. Trying to stay calm, Jack followed Jenny upstairs, but as they passed one door, the knife in his bag twitched again. "What's in that room?" he asked. Jenny froze. "That's the basement entrance," she said quietly. "Never go near it." Once in his room, Jenny gave him another warning. "No matter what you see at dinner tonight," she said, "don't react. Eat, then lock your door." Dinner came soon enough. David introduced two guests, Mr. Ma and Mr. Zhu. The moment Jack heard their names, the knife began to shake violently. Keeping his composure, Jack ate quickly and hurried back to his room. But before he could rest, Jenny burst in. "Tell me," she asked, "how many marks can you see on the knife?" Jack looked closely. "Just one," he said. Jenny frowned. "That's not enough." Then she handed him a small, rusty key. "The basement," she whispered. "Go there tonight. No matter what you see, don't make a sound. Everything down there is sensitive to noise." Moments later, they stood before the basement door. Jenny slid the key into the lock, but her hands began to tremble. "I'll distract the patrol," she said. "You go inside. Whatever happens, come back before sunrise." The door creaked open. Darkness spilled out. So what's really waiting in that basement?